On the 29th September this year, the Constitutional Court delivered judgment revealing the polls conducted for a number of special interest groups were flawed. Court ruled that Parliament should review the mode of elections for the army, the youth, workers, and persons with disabilities. Today, the Chief of Defense Forces appeared before the Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee to defend the interests of the institution he heads.
The presence of the UPDF, I think, has been able to build that trust between you, the politicians, and the military because of this regular communication from the representation.
However, he came under flack over why the army still remains in Parliament and a multi-party dispensation. Many say the conduct of the army is partisan and slated towards the regime.
You have like 30 minutes to know the names, and in the next hour you are electing. And after it, there is no bad blood, everybody goes away happy.
And there are no campaigns, and then elections. Somebody knowing an individual in a 30 minutes time, I think it is not enough.
Somebody will also now ask and say, but where do you guys sit? You're not supposed to be, you're supposed to be non-partisan.
But for you to be consistent that your action, your physical sitting is purely NRM, makes some of us concerned, and we don't, sometimes you alienate us.
Currently, the UPDF is represented by 10 army officers whose mode of election by the Army Council is also being questioned.
This does not segregate ranks. It goes from the senior-most to the lowest.
At one time, there was a couple who was elected because he was nominated, and he was overwhelmingly voted by the members. He was called Wabugabe. He was of the Armored Brigade.
Some of the lawmakers want the number of the UPDF trimmed to allow other armed forces like the police and the Uganda Prison Service get represented as well. Following the Constitutional Court ruling on workers' representation stating that non-unionized workers should get represented in Parliament as well, this has raised concern among its national organization Trade Union NOTU and the Central Organization of Free Trade Union COFTU, which are the dominant organizations.
The two unions of COFTU and NOTU must address their mind to the third stakeholder, which is the team of workers who are not under any union, who also now form part and parcel of the Electoral College as per the Constitutional Court ruling.
We need a procedure that would involve even non-unionized workers.
Personally, I wouldn't also like to leave some workers out of this. It is an opportunity.
The youth also want their representation increased at a sub-regional level.
Youth representatives were proposing for the future, at least we should be able to look at how do we have youth representation at a sub-regional level.
Jingo Francis, NTV, Parliament.